All right, so Kevin Hart understands Tom Brady's regret. So back in May, we know Kevin Hart hosted the live Tom Brady roast on Netflix. And shortly after that, Tom Brady appeared on the Pivot podcast, which I've done as well. Shout out to Ryan Clark and those good brothers over there. And he shared his regrets about the roast. This is what he had to say.
I loved when the jokes were about me. I thought they were so fun. I didn't like the way that it affected my kids. So it's the hardest part about like the bittersweet aspect of when you do something that you think is one way and then all of a sudden you realize I wouldn't do that again because of the way that it affected actually the people that I care about the most in the world. So it's like, I just want to like laugh. It's a good lesson. Like for me as a parent, I'm going to be a better parent as I go forward because of it. Like if we're not laughing about things, we're crying.
You right about that.
He was talking about protecting his children, and he just didn't think how it would affect his family. During the roast, comedians and other celebrities made jokes about Tom Brady's divorce from Gisele Bündchen, the Deflategate scandal, and his relationship with former New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick. Taylor Roques recently sat down with Kevin Hart for the Bleacher Report and asked his thoughts on what Tom Brady had to say, because like I said, he was the host. He understood where Tom was coming from, but he felt like the roast was still a good win, for comedy. That's also what he said.
You, of course, hosted the Tom Brady roast. He, of course, later came out and said that he regretted doing it. When you hear something like that, where do you go and what do you do?
When he says he regretted doing it, I don't think he's referring to the
it. He means some of the jokes that he received.
I think what he's referring to is saying, I could have tapered it a little differently, saying or having a conversation of like, guys, let's go and do this, but let's not touch this or this. And I think like the idea of going all in and just saying, it, I don't care, because I know the world would love to see me being on the receiving end of because I'm Tom Brady and I've been at the highest stage and level of my life. So I think it was that. Although I can side with Tom and see where he's coming from and just him wanting to protect the idea of family and the conversation attached to that.
I'm the wrong person to talk to about these things because I like to laugh and I can find the funny in everything. And for me, the darker the better. But when you tell jokes, someone is going to get hurt for the most part, right?
Yeah, but now when it's about his family and they're actively going through it now, right? You know what I mean? So it's not like his kids are at an age where they're not going to see it or their friends are not going to talk about it. They're going through divorce now.
Absolutely. But if he does not tell us to, if he doesn't say that's off limits and we go there, he kind of got to take that L, not us.
Yeah,
because he did. Comedian. He said he should have did it. He said he wouldn't have did it. Yeah,
that's on him. He should have told them, like, look, man, my family is off limits.
Keep my family out of it. Absolutely.
You can do me all day. Pause.
Whoa.
Right. But my family's off limits.
Whoa.
And this is a roast. This is live, ain't it live? So it can't even. You can't even retract stuff.
Yeah, but what? And also too on that, what if the roast? If I'm making jokes about your divorce. It is you and your ex-wife getting divorced, but if I'm clowning you and you're laughing about it, would that upset the ex? Because I am part of this.
Yeah,
I mean, what I'm saying?
But they were joking. You lost your wife to the trainer or whoever it was. But like they kept saying all those things. No, that was somebody else. But like they kept making jokes about that. But the kids got to see it. That ain't funny. Divorce ain't funny.
Divorce can
kids
be very
ain't gotta see it. They ain't gotta say how old is them kids.
That is true too.
Ain't gotta say it.
Them shows be having classifications for a reason. R and PG-13. Don't let the kids watch till they're old enough to understand.
Now
this is a roast.
When they go to school the next day, them rated R's and PGs ain't gonna mean nothing.
Your mama getting smashed by the trainer.
There you go.
They quoting jokes from the roast,
and you the main one in school the next day. I can't wait to see his son.
Teach your kids how to snap.
See.
I got you. Maybe I feel, differently because I am a comedian. I understand. I like Kevin's response, though. Like, while he can understand, the idea of him respecting the family and stuff like that, it's comedy. It is what it is. It's very limitless. And this is something that you wanted. It's a roast.
You can't. That's right. Yeah. You came here. You called it Tom Brady roast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you think the roast crazy. Let that nigga go on wilding out. They going to eat him alive.
Can you imagine
and that is a family show.
Exactly. Imagine an uncensored version of wilding out with all them fools.
What? Just 85 South by themselves.
Exactly.
Going to
Carlos
give it to that
Chico
man.
in D.C. Come on, man. Uncensored.
Crazy.
Cut it out.
Moving on, Carlee Russell returns to social media. If you don't remember who Carlee Russell is, that's the girl who saw the baby walking down the highway and right before faking her own kidnapping last July. The story gained a bunch of attention nationally and ended up with her pleading guilty to faking everything. She was arrested on 2 misdemeanor charges of falsifying an incident and police report. She was then sentenced to 1 year of supervised probation with mental health counseling, 100 hours of community service, and ordered to pay $17,000 and close to $18,000 in restitution to the city of Hoover, Alabama. 1 year later, it's Shorty's birthday. She back on social media, and this is what she decided to say. She said, I wasn't going to make a birthday post, but I would be remiss not to publicly acknowledge the goodness God has shown me. He not only allowed me to see another year, but he changed the trajectory of my whole life. Happy 27th birthday to me. She thanked everybody who supported her, whether it was a text or people reaching out to her on social media. And she received a lot of backlash for the post and eventually deleted it. After all of those heartfelt words, somebody was like, girl, shut up. And then, why did you do it though? And then somebody said, this is not the time, Carlee. Don't start. We don't have time right now. So yeah.
So people don't even think it's her birthday?
Yeah, I just think she came out a little too early. Like, yeah.
She needs a roast.
She needs a roast.
I'm telling you, one good. Yes. That's all. They should do the roast to Carlee Russell. Everybody will be cool.
Just let it.
She won't get no more smoke.
Yep. Then she can come back to social media.
That's it.
A roast can't be an answer to everything.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Let's get a roast.
Especially stuff like this. What?
You saw another year, but did you see that baby though?
Did you ever see the baby? Now you can say, oh what?
How are we supposed to believe that you can see anything?
Right.
Probably ain't even your birthday.
Right. Yo, you stupid. It ain't even your birthday. Anyway, that's Jess With The Mess.
All right. Thank you, Jess. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, we need Sean Grayson, the officer who murdered Sonia Massey, to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.